For Scott, I'm going to test drive these 3 stones with this finish. This is a blue steel kanna blade, 70 millimeters wide. What we have here is 1 suita stone and 2 tomoe stones. This one over here on the right here, number 230, is very thick. It's a hard stone. This middle one, number 499, is just medium thickness and somewhat less hard. This is actually a pretty hard suita stone. So first we'll start with the suita. And with just clear water, we'll see if we can hone up this blade. Oh, the other thing I want to do first, though, is with this 1K king, I'm going to put a 1000 grit scratch pattern on this blade here. So that when we go to the suita and the tomoe, we'll be looking at the results from those stones. And it'll be in direct contrast. See, with this king I can get a nice matte finish, even tone on this, with a little shiny right there in the corner. I can take care of that. Okay, so I'll set that aside. So we're essentially starting with a 1000 grit scratch pattern with a nice matte, even matte finish on this kanna blade. Big contrast between the hagane and the jigane. Okay, so here's the suita. Put that in the stone holder here. There's a lot of renge in this. This is, like I said, a hard stone. So with just clear water, see if we can get some cutting action going here. Okay, there's a beautiful blush of black right there from the hard steel and the jigane. Already it started to polish up the center of this blade here. This would be a good match. You can see the swarf floating in clear water. That's a indication that it's a fairly hard stone, because it doesn't give up slurry so easily.
Well, all that excitement in the Russian Easter overture may be surpassed by our next...
Okay, so with really just a minimum amount of time, we got a real bright pattern going here. You can see some of the darkness here on the edges from what the 1K stone did. And this whole center area is brightened up quite a bit. You can begin to see the details in the soft jigane. So next what I'll do is I'll just take a worn out diamond plate and raise a little bit of a slurry here, just so give you an idea with the grit from this stone what is possible as far as the slurry goes. Here again, lots of black coming off. Very nice. This is a good match. Tremendous amount of cutting action going on there. Okay, so that pretty much finished this blade off. I can feel a slight burr on the back. And we've got some really beautiful detail going in, contrast between the hagane and the jigane. Okay, so we'll set that stone aside. And we'll bring in this thinner tomai, number 499. Before we do that, go back to the king and reestablish that 1000 grit sheen. Okay, there we go. So we're back to that dark pattern again. So the stone is darker, and this swarf against a black background or dark background is a little harder to see, but you can see all this cutting going on here. Brightened up the center part of this blade quite a bit already. This is a good quality stone, and actually I've honed a razor on the stone and got an excellent shave out of it. This was sold or probably marked up as a large razor hone. So now I'm just going to raise a slurry on this. Very nice cutting action. This is a really smooth stone, and it'd be great for finishing up the bevels on nomi or kanna. So this stone is another winner here. So back to the king. Okay. And then this giant tomai will call into play here.
Hallelujah. The Hallelujah Chorus from Messiah by George Friedrich Handel, Robert Shaw,
So
Robert Shaw Chorale and Orchestra. You can hear
with just clear water, we'll
we'll
see what we got going here on this.
Hosted by Hoyt Smith with special guest Nicholas McGeegan, who will walk you through
This would be the hardest stone of the group.
about that memorable oratorio, which we'll be hearing from this season all around the Bay Area. Here is
Little scratchiness going on
pianist performing
here because of the suction.
Ravel, Judo, or the play of the water.
Very nice cutting action. It's all brightened up right away. You can see the blackness coming off. So there's good cutting action going on, and that whole center portion of the blade was brightened up quite a bit. So that pretty much is gonna let me go at this stone with some slurry buildup of the diamond plate. I can see the stone isn't totally flat right now either. I don't think you could ask for better movement from this stone than that. That's just really doing a nice job. So that's number 230. In the middle, this was $4.99, and this stone was $116.